In my quest of building Primaris Deathwatch Veterans, I somehow ended up with no Ultramarines. And today, I am going to resolve just that. Hello my friends, my name is Max, and today we're going to build a Deathwatch Veteran who is also a Primaris Space Marine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of the Primaris torsos, add a lot of Ultramarines and Deathwatch beats, and see what we will end up with. If you want to know what the end result looks like, make sure to stick until the end of the video. We start as always with the torso. For this one, we're gonna use this torso made from beats 17 and 18. These are my torso beats, they are supposed to be assembled like this, and I'm going to glue them together. We got the torso assembled, now let's add some legs. Let's add the right one made from beats 19 and 20. These are the beats for the right leg. They should be assembled like this, and I'm going to glue it directly, because otherwise I won't be able to disassemble the dry feet beats. And this is our right leg. Let's add it to the torso. We have a look here. Should be assembled like this. And this is our torso with the right leg. Now let's add the left one. We would need beats 21 and 22. These are the left leg beats. Going to glue them directly too. This leg also has a look over here. Should be attached like this. And I'm going to glue it. And this is our pal so far. We flip page here, and we see that we need to add a backpack, 49, this is a Primaris backpack. The reason I'm using Primaris backpacks is because the Deathwatch Veterans backpacks are a bit smaller, they are for firstborn Space Marines, and I would really love to have a suitable size of the backpack. Thus, we use the standard Primaris Intercessor backpack 49. Always takes a while to clean up the backpack. Should be sitting on his back over here. And that is our torso assembled. And we are done with the base part of this miniature. This is a Primaris Space Marine torso. Whatever we add to this miniature is gonna be still a Primaris Space Marine. Now let's add some Deathwatch and Ultramarine stuff here. Let's start with the right arm with some sort of a scanner. This is an auspex, I suspect. It is a thing from Ultramarines upgrade sprue, this one. And it is supposed to be in his right arm. Our pal is supposed to be holding it like this, and I'm going to glue it. I think this is the position of the right arm. Now let's add a left arm. The left arm is gonna be from a Deathwatch Veterans kit. In fact, I think this is the only beat that comes from this particular kit. And that is because there are not a lot of really good options for the left hands in that kit, apart from the swords. So let's see how this thing is supposed to be sitting on our pal. I think we're gonna add it somewhat along these lines. In order to make it a bit more dynamic, we're gonna rotate it in this angle, looking very, very good. He, of course, is gonna look to his left. Now let's add a head. This is a head from the Deathwatch upgrade sprue, the older one. This is, of course, originally the firstborn Space Marine head, but we're gonna use it here because it has a very nice Ultramarines vibe. And it should be sitting over here like this. This is gonna be my head position, looking very, very nice. Let's add some pauldrons. The right pauldron with the Ultramarine symbology is coming from the Ultramarines upgrade sprue. Should be sitting over here like this. And by the way, this is the newer upgrade sprue. Ultramarines have two upgrade sprues, the Firstborn upgrade sprue and the Primaris upgrade sprue. This is the one that is a Primaris. That is what it says here, Ultramarines Primaris upgrades. So keep in mind, there is still an older one in the wilds. And I really hope we're gonna get Ultramarines upgrade sprue, a large one, like we have for Dark Angels, Blood Angels, and Black Templars. Now let's add the left pauldron with the Deathwatch symbology. The Deathwatch pauldron, of course, is coming from a Deathwatch upgrade sprue, the older one. We desperately need an upgrade for that one too, because it does not have a lot of good beats. This sprue was designed for Firstborn Space Marines, and I would like to have a one for Primaris Space Marines. This pauldron should be sitting over here like this, and I'm going to glue it. And that is our pal with the Deathwatch pauldron in place. Looking very, very cool. Let's add some additional decorations. I would like to give him a handgun, just because he does not have any ranged weapon just yet. The handgun should be sitting somewhere over here, like this. And that is our pal with the handgun in place, looking nice. Let's add a purity seal. This purity seal, just like the handgun that we have added before, is from the Primaris Intercessors Space Marine kits, and we can place it, for example, over here. I really like placing purity seals on the armor. They look very, very cool. And let's add a relic. This small relic with some bones is also from Primaris Intercessors kit, and it should be sitting on his belt. I think this is more or less good position for our relic. Now let's drop this pal on a base. I have a very special Sector Imperialis base. This is a 32mm base. For this pal, it has Imperium Aquila. And let's see how we can place our pal here. And that is our miniature assembled. It took me roughly 50 minutes to assemble this mini, including time for selecting the bits. This pal looks incredibly cool, very, very nice, as all Deathwatch miniatures in my book. And now let's take a look how this pal stands next to some other miniatures. Compared to a Firstborn Space Marine, this is another Deathwatch character we built recently. Our pal is a bit taller, they have the same kind of helmets, and we can see that the proportions on the pal that we have built today are much better. He of course looks great with another Primaris characters. This is a Space Wolves character that we have built for Deathwatch recently. Looking very, very nice. And of course, compared to a Deathwatch Terminator, this pal looks a bit smaller, as he should be. And that is gonna be it for today, my friends. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this miniature? Do you like Deathwatch? Do you like Ultramarines? Let me know. As always, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It will help you to catch more content like this in the future. We have a lot of more kit bashing coming up soon. Check out the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.